Hey guys, I wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on with the 65 Mustang. Last time we talked, I had mentioned that we are picking up a 302 estimated 300 horsepower with a C4 transmission with a shift kit behind it. We do have that, it's in the garage, and when the weather gets nicer, we're going to tear into it, seal it all up, paint it up, and get it ready to go in the car. Now, one thing that I want to do with this motor is make it a 289 Tribute. So it's going to look like a 65 289, but it's going to be a 302 with about 300 horsepower. One thing that I needed to do this job, which is kind of what I wanted to do all along, is an air cleaner for a 65. I got this air cleaner from Tommy, the same guy that I got the knockoff hubcaps from that look like spinners. Yeah, he had this, and he contributed to the project. I want to thank you, Tommy, for that. It was black and not too bad a shape, but I went ahead and cleaned it up yesterday. It was a nice day outside, so I cleaned it up and shot it with some primer. I actually used this VFT high heat engine primer. I probably didn't need it for it, but I used it anyway because I thought maybe I'd use it on the valve covers too. Up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Man, if we have 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit going on anywhere near my car, we got bigger problems than paint. But anyway, so yeah, what I did was I sanded it by hand as much as I could, and I also used this cool little Craftsman orbital sander. I want to talk about this in another video, probably on another channel actually. But this was a great piece to make real quick work of taking down the rust in the paint. I of course had to go in by hand and do the corners here because they're a little tight, and the sander didn't get into there, but I did a pretty good job. So this is pretty much ready for some Duplicolor gold. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about valve covers yet. I may buy them from CJ Pony. I know if I use Duplicolor gold on this and I buy the nice powder coated CJ Pony valve covers, they're not going to match perfectly, but maybe what I'll do is I'll lightly sand the new valve covers and paint them along with this. And I'll probably do that at my friend Juan's body shop. I got to call him and set up a time where I can go in there and shoot. But anyway, another part of this air cleaner is the Snorkel setup. This is the pipe that goes down to the exhaust manifold. And I hope it fits on a set of K-code manifolds because that's what I got coming. As you can see, it's got some rust on it. Here is the actual Snorkel right here that you see on most. Now what's unique about this air cleaner, and what's so cool, Tommy, by the way, thank you so much, is that this is for a California car, and the way you can tell is that it has this little pipe sticking out of it where you got a hose going down to the oil filler cap. And it's a California emissions thing. This is actually a California car built in San Jose for the Los Angeles market, so this is the perfect air cleaner for us. So thank you so much, Tommy. So the next thing we need to do is clean up these Snorkel parts and the bit that goes down to the exhaust manifold. And to do that, I'm going to need to probably use some metal rescue. So I'm going to get rid of this and show you how I'm going to do that. I found this pan that I had laying around. I actually have my sandpaper in it, but it's the perfect size for me to take something like this and put it in here for a metal rescue bath. Now, if you don't know what metal rescue is, I did a video on it a while back. I buy this stuff at Home Depot. It's like 25 bucks a gallon. Okay, so it's not cheap. You can get it for less money online somewhere, but it takes rust pretty much off of anything. And it's safe. You can touch it with your hands. It's not going to hurt anything else on anything else. The only thing it's not safe on is rust. So I actually bought 2 gallons of this because I don't know how much it's going to take to submerge this piece right here. So let's go ahead and start with the first gallon and see how that does in this pan. I was trying to find a pan that was just the right size, you know, because if it's too small, the part's not going to fit. If it's too big, I actually need a lot more metal rescue to make it work. So go ahead and pour this in here, the whole gallon to start with. Kind of eyeing it up to see what we got. Now, I mean, I can flip this part, you know, I can turn it over or whatever if I don't want to use my second gallon of this stuff. Now, I had this before, I used it, I bought it, and I used it on a lot of parts, and it got to the point where it just didn't work anymore. So that can be disposed of. I don't know. I mean, I might be able to do just the 1 gallon, but I think I'd feel a little better if I added a little more. It's a lot. It's a lot of money, but I think it's the right stuff for the job I want to do, which is restore this air cleaner. It'll get it inside and out, places I can't get into. And of course after that I'll sand it, and that'll get a high heat primer because it's going right on the exhaust manifold. So I'm going to put a little more in here, maybe half of this gallon. Then we'll put the part in. Oh yeah, see, that's going to be a lot better. They say you can add water to this too, but I don't want to do that. I want full strength. Okay, I'm going to start with that. And now, I'll get this out of the way. I'm going to take this part and put it in here and see how it fits. I'm putting it upside down at first. I've damn near submersed it. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so forgive the noise. There's people walking around upstairs. The washing machine's going nuts. But, yeah, we took some rust off of this thing, as you can see. Try to get a little closer here. It's pretty good. The stuff works really, really well. I had to flip it because it wasn't completely submersed. So there on the bottom you can see there's some rust yet. But it'll go away. This stuff, you can use it over and over again. It gets less potent every time you use it. But you can use it for quite a while. I've done a lot of parts in it. So yeah, that's what I'm working on, getting this cleaned up. I also have this part over here that I wanted to show you. I don't know if this is good for a 65 or not. This is kind of the oil cap that goes on the valve cover. It's very easy to clean up. I took a wire brush to it right there. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's nice and shiny in that one spot. So it's nothing to clean up if this is indeed the correct thing for a 65. I haven't picked valve covers yet. I'll get around to that. That's on my list of things to do. I might have a nice set of valve covers on a core engine that Pop has under the welding bench. I might have to buy a new set. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. I also need to investigate engine mounts and motor mounts, or frame mounts and motor mounts. I don't know a lot about them. There's a lot of options out there. I guess the 66 is an improvement over the 65 as far as the mounts go. But yeah, I don't know. I got to learn more about this. I got to consult with people smarter than me to find out what the right thing is to do here. So anyway, quick Mustang vlog for you. We'll see you next time. Hopefully we'll be working on the motor. Or maybe I'll just show you these parts all cleaned up. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.